Reaching financial autonomy and becoming wealthy is part of a journey. Unfortunately, many people procrastinate this process until it's too late. They deceive themselves with well-crafted excuses about why they can't start increasing their financial wealth today. Then, when the number of excuses surpasses the available time, they face a frightening reality. If they had the willingness to follow the wealth accumulation process, they would know that the path is much more accessible than they imagined. Therefore, if you are ready to set aside excuses and start the journey of building your financial wealth, I will teach you 8 steps to generate wealth. Once you learn and put these money-making steps into practice, nothing will seem impossible and you will feel invincible. Did you know that to be prosperous and rich, you need to visualize and repeat this affirmation until it becomes a strong desire that will attract more prosperity? Comment like this: "I am prosperous and will generate wealth." Leave your comment, and I will put a little heart, showing that you will be the first millionaire in your family. Now that you've commented, let's continue. About 85% of millionaires didn't inherit wealth. Instead, they built it themselves. Therefore, anyone can become a millionaire. Like everything in life, being a millionaire is something you decide and learn. It's not a result of chance, but of continuous and intelligent effort. It is the result of certain habits that, when implemented daily, pave an inevitable path to financial success. Stop focusing solely on cutting expenses. One of the main reasons for financial difficulties is that most people focus only on cutting costs. They are always looking for ways to save money, but do not worry about making more money. Saving is a good idea, but increasing your income by more than 20% can significantly impact wealth building. The rich do not always look to cut expenses. They are all investing wisely and making their money work for them while creating more income streams. Think about it. Most people are willing to travel long distances to take advantage of a supermarket promotion and do their monthly shopping. They spend hours choosing the cheapest products, but can't spare a few hours to discover how they could increase their income. Surely saving is easier than building new income streams, and most people choose this easier path throughout their lives. They always save and never stop to think about how they could create new ways to make money. As Warren Buffett said, never depend on a single source of income. Ordinary people are so used to finding a job and making it their only source of income. Some even do many things simultaneously to earn extra money, but still live with financial difficulties. Saving money may be easier than looking for other sources of income. However, making your money work for you can bring considerable wealth and allow you to live off your prosperity without spending a single cent of it. Imagine that instead of spending so much time and energy saving pennies, you dedicated yourself to thinking about how to increase your income. You could start investing in courses that allow you to develop new skills or personal projects you've always wanted to take off the ground. After all, increasing your income does not necessarily mean increasing your workload or overburdening yourself. It can be learning a new skill, investing in a side business, or even starting to understand more about the financial market. Stepping out of your comfort zone and seeing opportunities is the key to building a multiple and sustainable income source. To summarize this step, I can affirm, yes, save, but also look to increase your income whenever possible. And the money you save, do not spend on unnecessary things. Use it to build and further increase your wealth. It is more important to increase your income than to cut your expenses. And it is more valuable to develop your mindset than to sacrifice your dreams. Take some time and ask yourself how you could create new additional sources of income. Perhaps you have some time in the evenings or on weekends to do extra work, or maybe you have knowledge and skills that you could teach others and get paid for. If you are really willing to change and ready to dedicate yourself, new opportunities to make money will naturally arise. All you need to do is embrace these opportunities and let things happen. Imagine exploring your skills. Perhaps you have a special talent for something that can turn into a good source of extra income. It can range from music lessons, electronic repairs, to consulting services in your area of expertise. Moreover, with technological advancements, there are numerous remote work and freelance opportunities that can fit perfectly into your routine. The most important thing is to be open to new possibilities and not limit yourself. Ask yourself, how can I use my time and skills to generate more money? It might be a small project at first, but with dedication and planning, it can grow and eventually become a significant source of income. Embrace change and be ready to adapt. Opportunities are all around you. You just need to be attentive and prepared to seize them. Find a way to make money even while you sleep. It may sound crazy, but the rich do this. It's not just about investments, it's also about smart work. Surely you've heard the saying, the more you plant, the more you harvest, or you reap what you sow. So think of a plant as an asset. Once a new asset arises, it will generate income for a long time, even while you are sleeping. When you work for someone in a regular job, you are acting as an asset. While your boss is resting, you are working for him. There's nothing wrong with that. After all, we all need to support ourselves. The only difference is that he knew how to plant his assets, while you are the plant that needs to be tended. In terms of planting, the results are not fixed like in your job, but they can bring continuous benefits. For example, I wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I needed to write this book only once, and it was sold to millions of people. This is an example of an asset. Imagine creating something that continues to generate income once it's ready. It can be a book, an online course, a monetized blog, or even an app. These projects require initial effort, but once established, they can generate passive income for years. Moreover, think of the internet as a vast and fertile field for planting. With the growth of digital platforms, there are countless ways to create online assets that can earn you money automatically. YouTube videos that accumulate views, podcasts that get sponsorships, and even digital products you can sell in your own online store. Each of these ideas represents a seed planted that can bloom and continue to produce fruits even while you rest. If you strive to develop assets like these, you can start seeing the benefits of having income sources that do not directly depend on your presence and constant manual work. This not only increases your income, but also gives you the freedom to explore other opportunities and spend more time with family and friends. The key is to keep an open mind and be willing to try new approaches. Keep asking yourself, how can I create assets that work for me? With dedication and a long-term vision, you can become a true master at letting your money work for you. In simple terms, assets put money in your pocket and liabilities take money out of your pocket. So whenever you are thinking of acquiring something and have doubts whether it is an asset or a liability, just ask yourself, will this put money in my pocket every month, or will it take money out of my pocket every month? Assets are only those things that bring money into your pocket, such as stocks, bonds, properties that you rent out to others, etc. See how easy it is? This way, you will know if you are making the right choice or not. The rich buy assets, while the poor buy liabilities. This is one of the biggest mindset differences between the rich and the poor. Now that you understand the concept of planting, look for businesses that generate income while you sleep. It will be an excellent way to build your wealth. I'm not saying you should quit your job if you have one. Just start slowly with your new venture. Think about it. While liabilities like luxury cars and expensive gadgets take money out of your pocket with maintenance and depreciation, assets have the potential to increase your wealth over time. For example, by buying stocks of a solid company or investing in a well-located property to rent out, you are creating income streams that can grow over the years. To start, you can also explore digital assets like creating a blog or a YouTube channel. These digital assets, over time and with quality content, can attract an audience and generate income through ads and partnerships. But remember, building assets takes time and initial effort. Look for ways to start small. If you have knowledge in a specific subject, consider giving private lessons or creating an online course. This can turn into a continuous income source, especially with platforms that facilitate content distribution, such as Udemy or Coursera. Additionally, cultivating an investment mindset is also important. Study the financial market, types of investments, and how they work. The more informed you are, the better your decisions will be when choosing your assets. Focus on one task at a time. This is what I always recommend to everyone. Believing that it is possible to manage many projects simultaneously can be a big mistake. Often, we see a new opportunity that seems promising and decide to incorporate it into our routine, trying to handle several initiatives at once. However, this approach often results in overload, and most of the time, people end up not succeeding in any of their projects. In the business world, it is not true that having more projects underway is the same as having more opportunities to succeed. When I took my first steps in this area, I made this mistake repeatedly. I got involved in numerous initiatives, made several mistakes, but I never gave up. I kept persisting until I finally understood what was essential to achieving my goals, and then succeeded. My journey was marked by a series of attempts until I succeeded. I faced each task one at a time, and this approach made all the difference. What I want to emphasize is that many people give up too soon. They get discouraged before really trying enough, and that's why they don't succeed in their ventures. Sometimes, the secret to getting there is dedicating yourself to a single project instead of trying to start new ideas every few months. Focusing on one thing can be the key to a successful career. Don't be afraid to fail. From an early age in school, we are taught to avoid making mistakes. However, I firmly believe that the fear of failure is one of the main reasons many people do not achieve full success, both in personal life and business. In classrooms, making mistakes is seen as something negative to be avoided, but the reality outside school walls is quite different. In the world of entrepreneurship, for example, great entrepreneurs often faced several setbacks and numerous failures before finally succeeding. It is interesting to note that, in real life, the most successful people are often those who make mistakes but learn from each slip. In school, the brightest students are those who do not make mistakes and always get the best grades. However, this does not necessarily translate to success in business. While many of the smartest students secure good positions in prominent companies, they are not always the ones who end up being the owners of these companies. Interestingly, many entrepreneurs and big business owners did not even finish high school. They realized that the traditional path of high grades and diplomas was not the only way to achieve wealth and personal fulfillment. For them, the pursuit of fortune was outside the classroom, and learning came through the challenges and practical experiences that life provided. In other words, the path to success is much more winding and unique than we imagine. There is no problem in making mistakes, as long as, of course, we learn from them and keep moving forward. And it is this persistence, combined with the ability to get up after each fall, that often leads people to the desired success. Do what you love. Many people have the impression that to become rich or successful, one must do what no one else does or engage in tedious activities. However, the truth is that the most prosperous individuals usually dedicate their lives to what they really enjoy and build teams to turn their dreams into reality. Achieving success in something you don't like is infinitely more complicated than succeeding in an area that sparks your passion and interest. There is no point in forcing success in areas where your skills and talents do not fit. Regarding education, it is crucial to educate yourself beyond what is taught in schools. The problem with the education system is that it usually provides the answers before subjecting students to tests. This, however, does not reflect the reality we face daily. In real life, and especially in real business, the dynamic is reversed. First, we face challenges or tests, and only then do we learn the answers. Life outside school, particularly in the business world, is a completely different game from what we learn in classrooms and colleges. Depending solely on formal education can undoubtedly guarantee a good job, but it is through self-knowledge and practical experience that one can achieve true wealth and build a successful business. While school teaches us to avoid mistakes at all costs, in the world of big business, most successful companies are built on a foundation of many mistakes and lessons learned along the way. It is essential to broaden horizons beyond conventional academic training. It is in self-awareness and direct experiences that the key to prosperity lies. Seeking continuous learning, even outside the school environment, and not being afraid to make mistakes are crucial steps on the journey to personal and professional fulfillment. Do not let negative beliefs limit you. Common phrases like "money is the root of all evil" and "study and get a good job" are repeated to many people from an early age. However, these beliefs can be extremely harmful. People who have such a mentality generally do not know how to manage their finances and often find themselves in difficult financial situations, very different from those experienced by the wealthy. Instead of adopting these limiting beliefs, it is more beneficial to believe that the lack of money is the root of all evil, or use your education to start or buy a business. Do you see the difference in these thoughts? This mindset shift is crucial for any improvement in our lives because everything begins in our minds. Changing the way we think is the first step to transforming our reality. Use your time wisely. Rich people and successful entrepreneurs know that time is one of their most precious resources. Instead of wasting time, they spend money to solve problems quickly. Most people, on the other hand, spend hours trying to solve small challenges and end up exhausting themselves because it is cheaper than hiring a professional. The real difference between a rich person and a poor person lies in how they use their time. While a rich person delegates tasks and invests time in activities that really matter, a person with a limiting mindset may end up spending hours on trivial matters. By investing your time wisely and focusing on tasks that really move the needle of success, you can achieve levels of fulfillment and prosperity beyond what you imagined. Do not underestimate the power of time and mindset. Adopting a positive and strategic view regarding money and time can drastically change your life's trajectory. Ultimately, how we think and use our time defines our results and our destiny. How about starting today to re-evaluate and change these fundamental aspects of your life? We all have a limited number of good decisions we can make throughout a day. It's an inherent human limitation. For example, it is common to see many billionaires wearing the same combination of clothes every day. When you choose your outfit, you are consuming several of these good decisions. Think about it. By choosing a piece of clothing from a full wardrobe and still matching the pieces, you spend a considerable amount of your precious good decisions. Now, imagine a billionaire using up to 30 good decisions just to choose what to wear that day. These decisions could be applied to solving business issues or making more strategic decisions. For this reason, they prefer to pay someone to solve certain problems instead of spending their time and their good decisions on it. They are fully aware of the value of their time. This concept is equally applicable to you, especially if you have a business or an idea that you want to develop. Do not try to take on all the tasks by yourself indefinitely. Invest in people who can help you accomplish the various necessary tasks. Through this assistance, you can focus on expanding your business and thinking on a larger scale. I assure you that by applying these principles, you will be able to generate a significant amount of money in your life. It is important to internalize these teachings. If necessary, watch this video again to firmly grasp these tips in your mind. Always remember, the most valuable resource we have is our mind. If well trained, it is capable of creating enormous wealth. Use this truth to guide your journey towards success and financial growth. Each step taken with awareness and strategy can bring you closer to your goals. We do not achieve what we want, but rather what we believe is possible. It is our natural right to be and to possess abundance. You came into the world to have an exceptional life filled with happiness and prosperity. We are here to believe in the mental, spiritual, and material aspects. If any of these three elements fail, we do not live fully, because why would we settle for the minimum when it is our right to possess all the riches of the universe? If you are a parent, you well know what you wish for your child. I'm sure you desire the best and would never give less to your beloved child. So think the same way. The universe, or God, who is our creator, wants the same for you. We are all born with the purpose of realizing our dreams, and when that does not happen, it is because something is going on inside us and not around us. The main reason some people achieve their desires and others do not is that those who succeed continuously prepare and strive to become what they desire, while others merely dream and end up settling. There is a method to transform any desire for prosperity and personal success into reality. This methodology is called the power of manifestation. This will help you discover your true identity and elevate your consciousness to the level where your desires are achieved. To detail a bit more, the power of manifestation is a practice that involves visualizing your goals, aligning your actions with your intentions, and deeply believing that you deserve everything you desire. This is not a magical solution, but rather a profound change in mindset and behavior that allows you to move towards your dreams with confidence and determination. Thus, day by day, by keeping your mind focused and your heart open, you begin to attract the opportunities and resources necessary to turn your dreams into reality. If you seek to promote transformations in your existence, this video will be extremely useful in understanding the long-forgotten secret of this inner power we all possess. Moreover, it will teach you how to apply it in your journey of personal change. Let's explore. Something as influential as wisdom can act as a catalyst in various aspects of life: spiritual growth, personal development, prosperity, and financial understanding. This wisdom can not only boost individual and professional success, but also be the key to choosing and defining your dreams and an ideal life. To go beyond, it is indispensable to learn to manage that inner power that resides in the recesses of our subconscious, the power of manifestation. This power of manifestation is essential knowledge for achieving success in all areas of our existence. When we understand and apply this power correctly, it can potentially revolutionize the way we live and visualize our goals. Now, the crucial question is, why do we not achieve success? Why do we fail to obtain what we desire? The short and straightforward answer would be that people do not get what they aim for because they end up neglecting or giving up on this power they have within themselves, the power that can turn those desires into reality. This power is the very essence of who we are. Often, human beings are unaware of their own being and the potential with which they can manifest their desires. Even worse, many do not even have a clear notion of who they are or what they are capable of. When we start to know more deeply our identity and inherent power, we begin to envision a new way of living where our desires and dreams seem more attainable. It is a process that requires time and dedication, but it is absolutely possible and rewarding. Therefore, allow yourself to dive into this journey of self-knowledge and exploration of the power of manifestation to truly transform your lives. Do not give up on your ability to create and transform. Remain conscious and present. The fundamental purpose of life is to awaken to our true potential. We are creative beings, and we are constantly generating what we desire or not, based on our feelings, intentions, and the focus of our attention. It is through these forces that we manifest our reality. I encourage you to discover and activate the manifestation powers that already exist within you. For that, it is important to set aside some beliefs and preconceived notions you have about the world, as what comes next will require you to be completely open and receptive. Firstly, let's talk about the power of declaring. Declaring is more than just affirming something. It is speaking with conviction and with feelings that give strength and life to your words. Imagine that words are waves of energy and that the universe responds to these waves. By changing your vocabulary and using words with higher vibrations, you transform your reality accordingly because the law of the power of the word is powerful and inevitable. What you verbalize creates realities that often defy imagination. The first step is to make declarations starting with "I am." Then, it is necessary to add the desired intention to this expression. When you say "I am," you are activating a potent energy within yourself. It is not just a loose phrase. Every time you decree something like "I am prosperous" or "I am healthy," you are sending a clear message to the universe and creating a vibration that attracts everything that is in tune with that declaration. Therefore, it is important to choose your words carefully and always align your decrees with what you truly wish to manifest in your life. The transformation begins within you, in your thoughts, feelings, and especially in your words. Second, the force of "I am." Every time you use the expression "I am," you are defining and deciding how you want the great divine force to act in you. You are proclaiming with power over yourself and your surroundings. By saying this, you are recognizing and accepting the grand divine presence within yourself. Thus, every time I say I am fully aware and conscious of what I am affirming. This is like giving a clear order to the universe about what you want to experience and manifest in your life. Third, the power of abundance. People generally pay more attention to what they do not want than to what they truly want. Always remember that the universe, which is an infinite field of possibilities, captures all your intentions. It forgets nothing, and nothing you think or feel is lost. It is as if it can read your mind as if it were an open book. You do not need to speak to it, as it already knows everything, even before you think. If something is not manifesting in your life, you are the only one blocking it. Change your focus of attention now to what you really desire, instead of concentrating on what you do not want. Fourth, the power of imagination. The law of creative imagination says that imagination can create realities. If you can imagine something, then you can achieve it in your life. The senses can trap us in a limited reality, but imagination frees us from these limitations. However, merely imagining is not enough. Imagination needs to be accompanied by feelings, clear visualizations, and a conviction in the final result you desire. Additionally, inspired action is important to transform these visions into reality. To use imagination creatively, you need to project a future beyond what is present. Imagination is what builds the world around you. Think of the world as a stage where life is a play and you are the director of this play. What is the ideal scenario for your life? You should already be living that in your imagination, creating all the details and feeling what it would be like to live that ideal reality. Fifth, the power of emotions. Feeling intensely elevates your desires to the level of realization. Feeling is the essential component to making your intentions come true. Emotions are never the problem. On the contrary, they are clear signals that indicate without error what we are manifesting in our lives. It is simple. If you feel good, you are attracting what you want. If you feel bad, you are attracting what you do not want. Thus, it is not just what you desire that manifests, but what you are, your emotional vibration, which reflects what you think, do, say, and feel. In other words, your internal state of being. Sixth, the power of gratitude. Faith is the foundation of desires already realized. It is the internal proof of what is not yet seen in the material world. Being grateful for something that is not yet part of your current experience is like opening the doors for it to manifest. Feeling grateful in advance is natural for those who are sure that what they desire is on the way. Gratitude, regardless of visible results, generates significant changes in your mind and the way you see the world. Seventh, the power of prayer. Prayer is an extremely powerful practice, but it often needs to be relearned. Normally, people pray asking for something from a place of scarcity and denying their own power to create what is best for themselves. Instead, when praying, feel as if your desire has already been fulfilled and allow things to materialize. In this way, your desires will come true without exception. It is essential that you know that every prayer receives an answer, and this answer comes at the same level of understanding from where the prayer was made. To facilitate this process, the key is to be thankful during prayer for something you will soon have, as if it were already a reality present in your life. These forces, emotion, gratitude, and prayer, when understood and applied, can profoundly transform your life experience, providing not only the realization of your desires, but also a new way of perceiving and interacting with the world around you. Eighth, the power of detachment. In the end, the results themselves are less important. What is most relevant is the person you become while pursuing and working on them. Results can be exhausted, disappear, be lost. This is natural and indeed will happen. However, the process you go through, the lessons you learn, and the personal growth you experience will always remain with you as they become integral parts of your mental structure. Desires arise and fade, and results may or may not be achieved. But while you are pursuing these goals, something much more important is at stake: the expansion of your consciousness. Detachment is the first step to true receptivity. With the power of detachment, we free our rigid expectations about how things should be and when they should happen. In other words, when you ask for something and pray for it, do not impose conditions. Accept that if the desire does not come true now, it is okay. There will be other opportunities. Practice detachment every day, and you will see your life experience enter a new dimension. A beautiful and powerful dimension where manifestation flows more naturally and easily. Even though specific goals may change or results may not be exactly as we imagined, the journey itself is what matters. This process of detachment allows you to live more freely and accept new possibilities that you may never have considered. This is an invitation to trust the flow of life and understand that everything happens at the right time and in the right way. The evidence that you can manifest anything you desire is the fact that you have attracted this video into your dream. The only difference between a life full of financial problems and a life full of abundance lies in the small habits we have concerning money. If you calculate how much money you will earn over your lifetime and think about how many years you will work, you will notice that many people reach over $1 million or Rs in their lives. However, few end up truly becoming wealthy. The way you manage your money is what makes all the difference between being rich or being financially limited. So what are these changes that can lead you to a much more prosperous path and teach you how to become rich? I'll show you 8 habits that will help you accumulate wealth, even with a low salary. Stick with me until the end, because the last habit is undoubtedly the most incredible. And know that small changes in your routine will lead you to a successful future. Let's go. Good habits, especially those that require a lot of discipline, are not so impossible to achieve for everyone. Therefore, there is no one-size-fits-all method. For example, saving is a habit that depends on lifestyle, personality, and individual goals. And this may be why what worked for some may not work for others. In this case, you should find within your personal habits and your own finances different strategies to adapt, depending on your way of being. First, reorganize your way of thinking. If, after paying your bills, you find that the remaining money seems very little, it is essential to learn to set aside part of that money for your financial goals. Robert Kiyosaki teaches us, many people use money. They pay their bills and save what is left, but it should be the other way around. First, you should save for your financial goals, then pay your bills, and lastly, think about spending what is left. A common trap that many fall into is waiting until their finances are more comfortable to start saving. However, the mistake lies in that the more you earn, the more you spend. Tony Robbins warns that it is not necessary to save too much. The important thing is to save. He says, I am not suggesting that you save a huge amount, but maybe a small part of your salary. We cannot underestimate the power of starting small. Therefore, to build your wealth, you must change your way of thinking. This means that before spending what is left of your salary, you will have to assume a more important commitment. Setting aside an amount for your most significant financial goals. It could be to start your own business or invest to obtain passive income. Saving this small amount regularly can make a big difference over time. Imagine that you want to start a project or even retire comfortably in the future. Saving part of your salary early on can provide the necessary resources to realize these dreams. This change in mindset may seem difficult at first, but with practice and persistence, it becomes easier. When you commit to paying yourself first before anything else, you prioritize your goals, and this opens a path to a financially secure and prosperous future. The second habit is to visualize how far you want to go. Just like high-performance athletes, it is important to repeatedly imagine yourself achieving your victories. Knowing exactly what you want money to do for you significantly increases the likelihood of achieving your goals. Financial experts always suggest that those who are saving for the future start with a well-defined plan and specific goals. This means knowing what you need to do to reach your goal within a set time frame. For example, one of your goals might be to save enough money to cover 6 months of expenses in case of an emergency, or to gather a substantial amount for a major event, like buying a house. Every time we have a clear goal in mind, it helps us save more efficiently, whether for an emergency fund, buying a house, or achieving financial freedom. No matter what your goal is, clarity of vision is essential. Imagine yourself 5, 10, or 20 years from now. Where do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to lead? Do you want to travel the world, have a comfortable home, provide a good education for your children, or simply have the peace of mind knowing you are financially secure? By visualizing these scenarios in detail and constantly, you create an internal motivation that makes it easier to fulfill the necessary steps to achieve these dreams. Moreover, this visualization is not just about vaguely thinking about the future. It's about feeling and believing in that future. Spend a few minutes daily thinking about what your life will be like when you reach these goals. Think in detail from where you will be living to the daily activities you will be doing. The more realistic and vivid this visualization is, the more energy and determination you will have to make the necessary changes today. Habit 3. Develop your own mental tricks. What if the choice of not buying that new phone was as simple as following a rule that states you can't spend more than 300 reais on a non-essential item or service? The good news is that you have the ability to create some rules that work specifically for you. In fact, doing so would be an excellent habit to add to your daily routine. These types of rules, tricks, and strategies that we set for ourselves, like not spending more than 25 reais on a meal, 50 reais on a piece of clothing, or only buying a new phone if it's really necessary, would make all the decisions we make each day much simpler. Imagine how liberating it would be not to have to ponder each purchase to decide if it is really necessary or if you can leave it for later. Furthermore, many economists state that implementing these intuitive rules can help in developing good financial habits. These pocket rules function as mental shortcuts that help us make quicker and more efficient decisions about our finances without having to spend much mental energy. For example, if you have a rule that says you won't spend more than 100 Rs on entertainment per week, this automatically limits your choices and allows you to save for other priorities, such as savings or investments. Moreover, by creating these personal rules that fit your financial reality and lifestyle, you gain more control over your finances. Knowing exactly how much you can spend in each category avoids unnecessary debt and can still save money for bigger projects and dreams that once seemed distant. You also start to create a healthier relationship with your money, better understanding where each cent is being invested and how each decision fits into your long-term planning. Starting to create your own mental tricks is an effective way to take care of your finances and ensure that your daily decisions are more conscious and aligned with your financial goals. Make an effort to discover which rules work best for you and put them into practice. Over time, you will see that these small changes can make a big difference. Habit 4. Live as if you were a millionaire in secret. Not all millionaires live in a mansion or drive a Ferrari. The truth is that most lead a life well below this exaggerated style. According to Thomas J. Stanley, author of the book The Millionaire Next Door, the reality is that millionaires do not waste their money. Quite the opposite. They save more than they spend. Stanley shows in his book that most of the wealth comes from the smart work and dedicated savings of many entrepreneurs. In fact, many millionaires live so modestly that it is difficult to recognize them as such. They live in ordinary houses, drive simple cars, and wear discreet clothes. This way of living allows them to further increase their fortune instead of spending on unnecessary luxuries. By avoiding ostentation and living economically, they can accumulate more wealth over time. This directly contrasts with the popular and glamorous image of millionaires we see in the media. Simplicity and frugality are often the true secrets to building and maintaining lasting wealth. Additionally, living as a secret millionaire also means having well-defined financial priorities. For example, they invest in education, health, and products and services that truly bring a positive return to their lives while avoiding spending on frivolous items that quickly lose value. This approach allows their finances to be directed towards matters that truly matter, ensuring a financially stable and secure future. Habit 5. Know how much money comes in and out of your cash flow. If you do not have a clear notion of how much comes into your account monthly, you will hardly know how much you need to set aside to reach your financial goals. It is indispensable to have control over your expenses, as knowledge is the first step to consistent change. It is impressive to realize that many people have never used a record of income and expenses. And it is even more frightening to know that many entrepreneurs do not regularly check their bank accounts. The result? Financial failure and loss of money. Therefore, to make sound financial decisions, it is essential to know exactly how much you spend on meals out and social activities. How do you expect to change your financial habits without this crucial information? You must take on the role of manager of the money that comes in and out of your pocket. This includes recording all your income and expenses, from buying a coffee to paying larger bills. Moreover, by keeping good control of your cash flow, you become more aware of your spending habits and can identify areas where you can save. For example, you might discover that you are spending a significant amount on meals out and decide to cook more at home to save. Or you might realize that some subscription services you do not use frequently can be cancelled. Every little saving, small or large, contributes to your long-term financial health. Properly managing your cash flow not only helps avoid unpleasant surprises, but also allows you to plan better for the future. This may include building an emergency fund, investing in promising opportunities, or even achieving personal dreams, such as a trip or purchasing a property. With a clear understanding of your earnings and expenses, you have more control over your financial destiny and can make more informed and strategic decisions. Habit 6. Do your best to get out of all delinquent debts. Certainly, everyone at some point in their lives had to take on some kind of debt. However, if you are one of those people who have debts that you cannot pay, such as credit card debts with high interest rates, your main priority should be to get rid of them as quickly as possible. It is essential to focus on paying off these outstanding debts that drain your financial resources and can lead to a vicious cycle. For example, each month that you do not pay the full credit card bill, the interest accumulates, making the debt bigger and harder to pay off. After getting out of this tangle of debts, it is crucial to change this bad habit of creating new bad debts. After paying off all your debts, a valuable recommendation is to keep only one credit card. This card should be used responsibly, and you should establish a pact with yourself or with someone you trust, committing to use the credit card only in emergency situations. This way, you avoid accumulating new debts while maintaining financial flexibility to deal with unforeseen events. Furthermore, by limiting the use of the credit card, you can also avoid impulsive spending. How many times are we tempted to buy something we do not need simply because we can pay with the card? With a more disciplined approach, it is possible to avoid these traps and keep your finances under control. Habit 7. Increase your income. There are two main ways to make your money grow: save more or spend less. And saving is just part of the journey, since it is equally important to invest your savings at the right time. For example, if you have the habit of saving a part of your salary, you can invest that money in something that brings a positive return in the future, like stocks, investment funds, or even your own business. However, increasing your income does not necessarily mean that your wealth will automatically grow, as your lifestyle tends to adjust to the new earnings level. Often, when we start earning more, we also increase our spending, which can nullify the benefits of the income increase. Thus, to truly accumulate wealth, you need to increase your income while maintaining a moderate lifestyle focused on savings. Decide to level up your savings and invest wisely. A good tip is to diversify your sources of income, perhaps looking for a part-time job or starting a side project. This can be something you love to do, like a hobby that can turn into an additional source of income. For example, if you enjoy cooking, you can start selling your sweets or special dishes in your community. If you are passionate about social media, you can invest time in creating relevant content and monetize through partnerships and advertising. The idea is to find something you like and that can contribute to an extra income without compromising your well-being. By adopting this approach, you not only increase your chances of earning more money, but also engage in activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. In the long term, this extra income can be the difference that allows you to achieve bigger dreams, such as buying your own home, traveling to desired places, or ensuring a comfortable retirement. Habit 8. Consider constantly educating yourself. Continuous learning is one of the greatest secrets of successful people. Every second of your life has value. Not only your financial life, but your prosperity in all areas is, without a doubt, defined by the amount of knowledge you can acquire over time. Successful people are always looking to learn more. You need to have inside you this intense desire, this constant willingness to grow every day, and understand that every second of your life is valuable. Nowadays, with the abundance of educational materials available, especially those focused on financial education, it is completely possible to become rich, even from a minimum wage. It all depends on your ability to transform bad habits into positive strategies that lead you to abundance and financial stability. For example, there are numerous online platforms that offer free or low-cost courses on personal finance, investments, household economy, and much more. With dedication and discipline, you can learn from the basics, like creating a family budget, to more advanced topics, like managing an investment portfolio. Additionally, regularly reading books on personal development and finance can offer valuable insights and practices that can be easily implemented in your daily life. Besides books and courses, successful people also participate in workshops, seminars, and conferences. These events not only broaden knowledge, but also offer networking opportunities that can open doors to new professional and personal opportunities. Imagine starting to attend meetings that bring together experts in areas of your interest, allowing you to expand your circle of contacts with individuals who share the same desire to grow and prosper. Another important aspect is the constant updating of knowledge. In a rapidly changing world, what is relevant today may not be tomorrow. Therefore, staying updated on trends and changes in the financial market and other areas of interest is crucial. Subscribing to newsletters, following specialized blogs, and keeping up with economic news are efficient ways to stay informed and prepared to make more assertive financial decisions. Constantly educating yourself not only improves your financial life, but also increases your confidence and ability to deal with challenges efficiently. The more you know, the more secure you feel when making important decisions, whether at work, in investments, or in your personal life. Continuous education is an investment in yourself, which brings in valuable returns over time. Therefore, make the decision to invest in your education continually. Start today by incorporating small learning habits into your daily routine. Dedicate time to reading, watching educational videos, or participating in online courses. I believe that, at some point in your journey, you must have imagined, if I only had $1 million, I would be the happiest person on this planet. I spent many years dedicating myself to studying the rules and principles used by the most prosperous people in history. I investigated the trajectories of geniuses, millionaires, industry leaders, writers, composers, bankers, investors, actors, and directors. I discovered that they all followed a secret formula to achieve their first $1 million, and now I'm going to share this valuable formula with you through this brief video. Have you ever been told that to achieve prosperity and wealth, you need to visualize and repeatedly affirm this intention until it transforms into a powerful will that will attract more and more abundance? Then comment, "I am prosperous and will generate wealth." Leave this comment and I will give it a heart, confirming that you will indeed be the first millionaire in your family. Now that you have commented, let's continue. This knowledge is not restricted and can be used in various ways. Perhaps you want to use it to obtain a great fortune, and if that is your desire, you have the possibility to do so. On the other hand, if you want to expand your mental abilities and enrich your intellect, here too is the path to achieve that. In this video, you will learn important principles that need to be studied carefully. By applying these principles in your daily life and maintaining faith that the magic of wealth and prosperity can manifest in your life, you join thousands of people who have already experienced this transformation. Each of the steps I'm going to reveal must be followed with dedication and persistence. Believe in the power of these ideas and see how they can change your life, becoming powerful tools to achieve your dreams and aspirations. And so, with this method in hand, you will have the key to open doors of opportunity and attain the happiness you have always desired. The hidden power behind great wealth lies in a skill known as creative intelligence. This means you can transform natural resources or even your own mental energy into money or other valuable forms. With the correct use of this powerful faculty hidden in your own mind, you can build a millionaire mindset. This secret, which allows you to accumulate millions, consists of a combination of mental, emotional, and spiritual wealth. In this way, you can enrich all aspects of human consciousness and truly fulfill the great destiny that God has reserved for you. There is an ancient story, almost like a fable, about the creation of the universe. In this narrative, the gods gathered for a conference. One of them suggested that when giving man the same creative power they possessed, they should hide this invaluable gift somewhere where man would never think to look. Another god then responded, "Let's hide it in the one place he will never look, within his own mind." This tale highlights the wisdom and challenge involved in discovering our inner powers. Therefore, within your own mind lies the secret to becoming a millionaire. It is in your consciousness and mind that you find the creative power necessary to build material and financial wealth. And not just that, this same power can help you achieve health, happiness, true friendships, love, intellectual satisfaction, and peace of mind. Everything you need is already within you. It's a matter of knowing where to look and how to use this power. People with powerful thoughts and ideas are those who truly master and transform the world. Human thought is what shapes the world we know. The world you live in today is the result of dynamic thoughts that generated wealth. Humanity, with its vision and courage, has ventured through time and space in the pursuit of new achievements and dreams, like reaching the stars. And you have the same brain cells, muscles, nerves, and heart that the geniuses of history had. It is your mental power, the energy you channel through these muscles and nerves to your heart, that makes you ascend to higher levels on the scale of dreams and achievements. You have the ability to think great things, and through this power, transform your thoughts into tangible reality. Many people feel afraid to challenge their mental capacities. Each individual is an unrevealed talent. If each person can learn to release the powerful energy that resides in their own mind, nothing will be impossible for them. You can set limits on your way of thinking. You can have powerful thoughts, break down the barriers of time and space, and overcome the limitations of lack of money, lack of education, old age, and other negative conditions that may hinder your development. Think about the following situation. When you change your way of thinking to a positive perspective, you instantly release mental and physical forces that propel your entire life in a new, optimistic direction. The key is to believe in what you say, because when you have confidence in your ideas, you release currents of positive energy in your brain and body, making your thoughts and actions more potent and effective. Powerful thoughts will make you what you believe, say, and desire. Think that you are successful, that you are capable, that you are on the same level as other talents, that you can achieve the wealth you see others obtain. Believe that your personality can be magnetic and attractive. You are using the magnetic energy of powerful thoughts the moment you think optimistically. I think, therefore I am. Write this in your agenda or on a card that you can look at several times a day. Note the following: I think and talk about success, health, happiness, and achievement. I have great thoughts, so I am great. Now imagine a situation where all your dreams come true because you truly believed they could become real. Think about the impact this would have on your life and how much you could inspire others to follow in your footsteps. By accepting that your ideas have power, you open doors to new opportunities and achievements, allowing yourself to explore unknown territories with confidence and determination. Thus, start each day with the certainty that you have within you unlimited potential, waiting to be explored. Remember that the greatest inventors, artists, and leaders began by believing in the power of their minds and the strength of their thoughts. They turned dreams into reality because they never stopped believing in themselves. There is wealth in your ideas. You might think that your thoughts have no value simply because they came from your own head. Change this perception about the value of your thoughts. Many of the best things we have in the world were created by men and women like you, who had a brilliant idea and managed to turn it into great rewards. Your ideas can really be worth a lot. Take some time each day, at least half an hour, to sit quietly in a place where you can think without distractions. During this time, explore the gold mine that is your mind. Write down all the new ideas that arise, whether to improve your life, perfect a product, or think of new ways to sell something you invented. These ideas can turn into true treasures. Think about the man who invented the button. He made a great fortune. And there's the man who discovered the collar button for shirts. He earned an immense amount of money. There was a man at a self-improvement conference, determined to change his life. He was paying close attention to everything the speaker said. Among many inspiring phrases, the speaker said, "Look ahead and see your fortune." The man took this phrase literally, and when he looked ahead, he saw a lady wearing a hat with a wide brim. He began to think, "My fortune is in that hat." He kept this idea in his mind until finally, before leaving the event, he had the idea to create a new type of decorative hat pin, which later brought him a fortune. Many of life's greatest achievements came through the creative power of imagination. Anyone can use this capacity to imagine to build a future fortune. It takes a little practice to develop this skill of visualizing in your mind the things you want to create. There is an incredibly creative mind within you, and it manifests most powerfully when we use our imagination. Release dynamic energy through your desires. Desire is the main force that drives the human being. Without this emotion, people would still live in a primitive state, dwelling in caves and trees. Desire is the dynamic force that makes people achieve great feats. The human mind and body function at high levels of energy when our desires are correctly directed. If you use this positive emotion in the right way, it can release dynamic energy that will allow you to achieve anything you truly desire. The longing for knowledge makes people expand their minds and become wiser, which in turn leads humanity to achieve new and higher accomplishments. When someone desires beauty, it stimulates artists to create magnificent works that enchant the world. The law of desire operates infallibly to bring you what you long for, but there is a way through which you can transform your desires into reality, activating actions and reactions in your mind that will facilitate the achievement of the things you so much want. Everyone, from time to time, thinks about how nice it would be to be rich, to have a different personality, or perhaps change careers, or even take a great trip around the planet. These are common desires for everyone. However, this type of thought, which is weak and fleeting, is not the kind of strong desire that truly leads to accomplishment. Faith and a clear sense of purpose are the forces that move life. There is nothing that firm faith and a decided purpose cannot achieve. By daily practicing calm and silent faith, the forces of thought gather, and by daily reaffirming your decided purpose, these forces are directed to achieve our goals. Regardless of what your goals or position in life are, before achieving any kind of success, benefit, or power, you need to learn to concentrate the forces of your thought by cultivating tranquility and rest. Concentration brings clarity, and inner peace provides a solid foundation for you to direct your mental energies effectively and productively. It is important to find moments of stillness to reflect and plan your steps, because it is in this calm that you will find the strength necessary to pursue your dreams with determination and focus. You who have come this far, this shows that you are a resilient person and deserve all the prosperity that this world has to offer. So comment, "Until the end," and I will be leaving a heart in your comment, which proves your resilience. But don't leave the video just yet. Here on the screen, I will be leaving 2 of my recommendations to add even more value to your knowledge, so go watch it now.